Destiny 2 has been one of, if not the best live service game that is still going today. Many titles like Anthem and Outriders have been given that Destiny 2 killer title, but both have failed. The core gameplay in Destiny is too strong, too rewarding, and the perfect example of what an RPG FPS should be like. But recently, more and more bugs have been popping up in the world of Destiny, and not just the overpowered, godlike powers like we see every year with Telesto. No, these are almost game-breaking. And players are not wanting to play anymore because it has to do with their time. So let's get into it. So if you paid any attention to Twitter the last few days, Destiny 2 had a recent bug. Player progression was not tracked, or worse, players were losing progress on their triumphs and seals, which are kinda like in-game trophies. This caused the game to be taken offline for about 20 hours, and this isn't the first time. Just a few weeks ago, players reported that they had lost characters, including all items that were currently equipped on that character. And with new seasons come new stories, and with Bungie going the way of releasing new stories every week on reset day, whether players like it or not, there have been multiple reports of users not having the ability to move forward in the story due to a mission not updating properly or a piece of the puzzle not unlocking. Now, Destiny 2 is a free game, but with investment from players shelling out $10 per season, which does include more than your standard battle pass. But when players cannot progress on these weekly missions, this causes players to be unhappy. So when Bungie moved to this type of model after breaking away from Activision, if something like this happened after a few seasons, then fine. It's growing pains. They usually sort it out and move on. But now, years after being on their own in multiple seasons of content, why haven't these bugs been squashed? Clearly they are not finding the root cause, but merely putting some duct tape or superglue on the patch and hoping that it holds. And with the game getting bigger and bigger and built on an aging engine, can Destiny hold its own weight under itself? Now, I was a player of the original Destiny, and I played Destiny 2 at launch. I played right up until the end of 2021. Time was getting on the lower end, and this is about time when I started noticing bugs. My time, PvP matches, seasonal events, and world events were not being added to my overall progress, and I felt like I was wasting my time. So I moved on. But there isn't a season or yearly release that I watch the trailer and think, boy, that looks fun. I could definitely start playing that again. But then I take a look at the support forum and see how many players are reporting the same things that had happened to me more than 1 year ago. And remember, when Bungie built Destiny 2, it was still under that Activision contract, where they were set to release a new game every 3 years. Destiny 2 was not set to be the end-all of Destiny. I think Bungie needs to build the base game that can take everything they have learned from the past 2 games and build the 10-year game that they want to. But the sad part is, I don't think that's going to happen. With the second game in development at Bungie, I don't think they have the numbers to keep the new content flowing in Destiny 2, as well as build 2 new titles. So I think we were stuck with what we have. And maybe within the next year's release, as the last one of the content map for Destiny 2, that new IP will probably release and a new Destiny can start in development. But even then, we are 3 to 4 years out for that release. Only time will tell. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave a like, as I will be moving to more of this kind of video moving forward. More of a news and gameplay rather than just gameplay. So if you enjoy that kind of content, then do indeed click that subscribe button. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.